So, first of all, why did you want to be a teacher? So, the reason why I wanted to become a teacher is because ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to become an elementary school teacher. So, I actually used to, teach my parents in the classroom, pretend they were students, teach one of my homemakers who looked after my sister, like the multiplication timetable. So, I always had that interest and energy for teaching. And the primary reason now I want to become a teacher is because I want to make a difference in the lives of students, specifically those between 6 and 12 years old. And that's because I believe that teachers can make the biggest difference during the early years, as we've seen through neuroplasticity and how the brain has the ability to change when students are younger. Although it can as when they're older, but it's just, I believe that teachers have the biggest impact when students are younger because of neuroplasticity, because the brain can change, because students can be exposed to rich literacy as well. And as a teacher, I want to my impact to extend beyond the classroom, as I hope my students will not only develop academically, but also socially. So I believe in the whole child approach. I've also had a variety of experiences working with students. So I've worked with students in a variety of settings, including summer camps, including classroom settings, including working alongside our early childhood educator. And I believe that these experiences have equipped me with the tools necessary for teaching in a classroom environment. So my educational background is that I achieved my undergraduate degree from Brock University alongside my child and youth studies degree. In my final year of being in the concurrent education program, I decided to do my last year in the Hamilton campus, in the smaller Hamilton campus at Brock University. And I really enjoyed this experience. I got to be placed into a grade 1 classroom as well as a combined grade 5 and 6 classroom. And I also received highly successful reviews from my supervisor as well as my teachers. So how I think that teachers need to differentiate instruction for their students is by responding to the individual needs of students. So the 4 ways that teachers that I've learned, at least from my teacher education classes, is that teachers can vary the content, the process, the product, environment. So in terms of content, you could provide modifications for students who have difficulties in certain subjects. In terms of the process, you'd be altering the way that students are acquiring the information. So this may require teachers to couple oral instructions with written instructions, especially if students have visual processing difficulties or auditory processing difficulties. Also, this may require teachers to chunk information into manageable steps. Also maybe provide direct instruction alongside experiential learning opportunities. So I think learning centers are a great way that teachers can differentiate instruction, which I personally used in my grade 1 classroom to meet the needs of students with ADHD and autism. Also, I believe that teachers need to alter the product, so how students demonstrate their information. So I believe in multiple modalities, that teachers should give students the opportunities, if they have ELL learners, to use oral assessments whenever possible, using a lot of authentic assessments, whether the student's writing the information instead of giving a presentation, or giving a presentation coupled with a peer buddy. Those are different ways. And the teacher can also alter the classroom environment by providing a quiet space for students, or providing flexible or preferential seating.